Welcome to part 182 of our survival Let's Play series on Bedrock. To be honest, I haven't been very motivated to stream because well, what happens is I start a project on here and I finish it and it's just another masterpiece. Just blows, 99.999% of the Minecraft community out of the water. And then I make some really nice corresponding content too on socials, and it's genuinely funny stuff. And it never gets the exposure that it deserves, ever. Meanwhile, some dude like Antonio or whatever just spams like outrageously explicit, mature descriptions that shouldn't even have a platform, like on TikTok and Twitch, and they get ridiculous amounts of views. It's honestly, it's demotivating, it's demoralizing too. And I'm like, why am I even putting time on here? Like I could be doing actually something else with my time. What I do at night with my time is pretty precious to me. So if I feel like it's not a good time investment, I stop. So I took a step back a couple of days. But whatever, I'll continue doing this house for as long as it's entertaining to me, honestly. I only do this because I enjoy it. There's no other reason. If I didn't enjoy it, I never would have gotten back into the streaming recently. I never would have started this Minecraft series. Only because I enjoy it, and for no other reason do I stream. Because God knows the most successful content creators are loathsome people. Given things they do not deserve from a system that is equally loathsome. Oh my god, he woke up on the bad side of the bed today. Wrong side of the bed today. Actually, no, I didn't. I'm always thinking this. If you know me, you know that the truth is always simmering quietly underneath at all times. I feel this way at all times because it's a constant truth, and a constant crime, and a constant reminder. I just choose not to verbalize it. But right now I don't really care because I don't really have faith in even this as an avocation. I'm cautious even investing recreational bandwidth into this at this point. Because the community is just so disgusting and so stupid. And it's always the wrong people who get clout and who get recognition. So even as a hobby, I kind of don't even, like I could have worked on producing some music in the last hour. I'm so tired, so it's a bit of a moot point. I don't know if I could have anyway, but I could try to divest that energy into that right now. So I'm not really pleased with the Twitch experience, obviously. I'm not pleased seeing stupid people get clout for no reason. I admit when someone's talented, I'm like, okay, I can see the skills, I can see the time that this person put into this. That's different. But when I see someone like fucking Antonio go viral for no reason, like blatantly not even funny, bro. Just obscene graphic dialogue in context ad nauseum, to the point that he should not have a Twitch. He should have been banned for the shit that he says. Like, there should not be a mature sect on Twitch. It should not exist. And there are people who aren't even saying anything graphic on TikTok who are shadow banned. Meanwhile, Antonio just gets like how many millions of views for just saying, haha, I would beep beep out, beep beep, beep beep. Like, it's literally not cool. It's disgusting. So when I see that shit, I'm like, oh, right. You guys are vile. And I remember why I'm not big on streaming. Vile, like foul people have a way of just sucking the life out of everything, which might sound ironic because I'm being a little negative, a little bit critical right now, but what I'm saying is constructive. I'm not just bombarding children with graphically, like sexually graphic, lurid, adult-oriented descriptions that only go viral and only have shock value because they're fucking virgins. And making money off of that shit? That is so foul to me. Sorry, not sorry. And I put genuine, and some people might go to my TikTok and be like, there's a little irony in what you're talking about. No. I'm talking graphic. I do not use language that he uses. I have some like pin-up-y thumbnails. It's very innocent. It's whatever. It's nothing in comparison to the shit that he exposes young people to. He only has the market to do that because they're fucking virgins and they find this shit entertaining, okay? Let's be real. Not a fan. Not a fan. It's just disgusting. I can't even imitate him because I would be risking the standing of my channel just trying to capture some of the things that he gets away with saying all the time. Everywhere. Listen, if someone was funny, if someone was authentic, if someone was real, I would support them regardless of what their approach was, regardless of what their marketing approach or their weapon is. Because everyone can have a talent. But he's just lazy. And it's just performative. And every single thing he says just reeks of, like, oh, I would blah, blah, blah. And then he pauses because he wants it to get clipped. It's just so performative and nauseatingly fucking fake. I do that shit sometimes. It's not constantly that I do that, though. It's not the entire basis of my content. There's more to my content, like me building beautiful things in vanilla bedrock. There's more to my content than just me making the occasional suggestive joke. Like, he gets in a quota of suggestive jokes because he's thinking, have I made any provocative viral grab posts today? That's literally all fucking Antonio does. And that, he comes up in my FYP, people reference him in comments. I'm like, you people are so stupid. I actually dislike you people. I dislike people like him, but I think I dislike his audience even more. Because I'm like, come on now, how could you be so fucking stupid as to actually eat people like that up? Like, how could you give a platform to people so fucking stupid, man? I just can't. Anyways, previously I worked on this part. I decided to reverse what I had done because I didn't like how it was going. It's probably part of the reason I haven't played in a few days too. It's a bit of a drag. I do know that I will probably do these walls the same, so I'll just fill them in. Yeah, I really don't have faith in a lot of people. I have faith in myself. I know what I do is beautiful. In all areas of life, whether it's this shit or it's my music or it's the art that I used to do, the drawings and whatnot, or it's my writing or anything. I know I have faith in myself. I don't have faith in people a lot of the time. And I keep that quiet, but it's something that I'm always feeling. I'll always feel that way. How could I not? I think people who know me just for my Minecraft streams and who see me build things like this, even they, despite not even seeing like an infinitesimal fraction of what I'm capable of, would be able to understand why I would say that. They'd be like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying, because you have a lot of aptitude and you care about the things that you do and you put a lot of effort into your craft. I can see fucking why someone like Antonia would piss you off. But the sad thing is, for anyone listening to this right now who knows me from Minecraft, this is not even close to touching what I'm capable of in so many areas. And there are many people like that. I'm not saying I'm the only one. But I am saying there's a lot wrong with entertainment, with media, with culture, with this country. And not because, ooh, America bad. No, because America good. And it's infested with people who are bad. And they did not come from America, okay? There's a lot of discussions to be had that are difficult. But people just from Minecraft who found from Minecraft will probably be able to say, yeah, I could see why you'd say that. I could see why that's frustrating. Well, you don't know the half of it. Thank you. But you don't know the half of it. You literally don't. I think I just came on here to rant, low-key. Listen, I'd rather sit here for an hour and engage in the most self-indulgent, insufferable monologue ever than utter 5 fucking words of what that fucking creep bombards children with all the time. Fucking mic drop. I would much rather have 10,000 obnoxious, pretentious words to throw at my audience than be that fucking loser who has to milk children and their innocence to get 10 fucking likes. Fucking mic drop. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna apologize for being nasty. There are people who are borderline pedophilic. I'm not gonna apologize for being nasty. You kidding me? I'm not gonna apologize for making criticism. There are people who literally exploit young people for views. I will never fucking apologize for being correct, but especially not in a setting where people are rewarded liberally and flagrantly for corroding youth and corroding society. I would never fucking apologize for ranting in my streams when there are people as dumb as Antonio. Again, it's not just people, stupid people existing, it's the fact that they are rewarded. That's the issue. As I'm ranting, I am actually just trying to figure out what I want to do here, because I am seeing some conflict still on the roofs and whatnot. So the issue here is that previously I felt that this was too tall. It would start to obstruct this area, the central area, a little too much. So I reneged on the thinking that this would be more of a tower, which then sort of precluded me from capitalizing on this area with a balcony like I previously planned, sort of like that little piece over here, this corner piece. It would be a similar idea, which threw me off. And then I tried different roof ideas, and none of them worked for different reasons. I tried a flat area here over this square, but one higher. Didn't work because I felt that it was a little contradictory for a little sort of attic room to lead to a big, like, lofty rooftop terrace. It's like counterintuitive. And when I just made a sort of triangle roof here, just like this one, it didn't work because in order for it to be symmetrical to the square, it would have excess over this part in a way that I didn't want. Didn't want it. Just didn't work. And then I tried carrying this roof up and then just having everything sort of ride that in. And I didn't like it either because it feels like here, where there's either supposed to be a balcony or a hallway or something, and it just turned out to be this little piece of roof. It just didn't feel right. So none of it was working. I still want to figure it out. And I feel like I should, because if I don't, I'm going to be even less motivated to come back. Because that just kills it a little bit. Writer's block. Oh. What I didn't consider is actually having this be open, meaning this part right here, this being an outdoor bridge situation. Interesting. That would be honestly a really unique way of going about it. I'm not 100% on that. So this area would be outdoors. That's so strange. And then this would be I don't know how I feel about that. It's unique, but I don't know how I feel about that. Put this here for now. I was toying with the idea of extending some of this, but it's very important that I don't do that. I laid it out all very deliberately before. It respects the shore. If I start boxing it out, starts losing meaning, starts losing context, and then all of a sudden the entire shoreline has been eroded by the house. Because you're like, oh, if I did this, why not this? Oh, if I did this, why not this? It loses all meaning, and then it's a domino effect. What do I do? I want this to be a tall room. Maybe I have to make peace with the fact that it'll block this part a little bit. It should definitely be a tall room here. I feel that very strongly. But what on earth? See, the point... That reminds me of the meme where she's like, "That's I'm finding it. I'm finding it. It take you that long to find it? It does. It does." And then it ends with, "That's." Anyways. Maybe I just need to get over it and I don't do I want this to be outdoor? It's just, here's the thing. If I make this part outdoor, that's cool and all, but then where are we going? Like, what is this? It needs to interact somehow. And it can't just be a balcony. Like, why? That's just not good use of space. If this were interior and it was a balcony overlooking this space, that's different. But even that's iffy. Because ultimately the issue here is that this is not a full room. And so when it comes down to it, when you walk out onto here, you really just have a glorified platform. It's not a room with a balcony, it's just a balcony. I don't like poor use of space. This is a quandary. By the way, you want to know how I know that I'm right about Antonio? Because he blocked me. Ooh, the tea thickens. Yes. He blocked me. Because I happened to make a comment expressing my opinion on the matter, and evidently it was quite a sensitive subject to him, Mr. Antonio. I guess I hit the nail on the head, huh? Anyway. I'm just thinking of what I want to do here. I really want to figure this out. Close this for now. Maybe it'll give me a hint as to what the next step is. I really want this to be okay. Okay. No, what is this? No. No, what is this? No. No. What? I don't... I don't... No, I don't want to do that. Leave me alone. I'm... Oh. Okay, no, no, okay, yeah. I was using the D-pad to toggle instead of... Okay, I understand. Might be. Anyways. I've said repeatedly that what I know for certain is that this is going to be a tall room, right? So if that isn't a variable, it shouldn't be treated as one. And then how I connect this room and this room will come more naturally. I'm still not sure. But I know that that has to be treated as autonomous if it is. Here. Okay. This is a corner room. And now I'm thinking, okay, wait. If I did that, it would look like, let me see, one. It would look like 1, 2, 3. Just trying to visualize how that would be. If I connected it from that vertex to this one, having that wrap around. It would work, but it wouldn't really... It would still feel pretty anticlimactic. It would feel too cozy. This should be open. That should be like a tower room. It should be at least 2 stories. So... Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna take a bit of a risk. Bit of a risky. It's not that risky. If I don't like it, I could just delete it all again like I did before. Okay. Not the car gently beeping. Gentle beeping. I will more frequently view the house from this angle than from this one. So, I hate you for that. I'll angle it this way. With this in mind. So, when the rows of wood converge, you have to commit to a direction. You should probably choose one so that one side is closed and one side is open, and you could sort of follow the sequence of it being open. That's my opinion. That's how I do it. I typically choose to reveal the manner in which they are placed from angles that's going to be viewed more often so that you can appreciate it. Sort of like putting chocolate sprinkles on a chocolate cake, or like showcasing what it is, sort of thing. I don't know how to... Showcasing what it is. I'm showcasing what's going on with each successive level here from this direction by revealing these all on one side and then all not on the other side. I don't know how to... I'm tired. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining that well. I'm very tired. My job is pretty brainy. I'm not an electrical engineer, no, but I'm interacting with people all day. High end. Big numbers. And a lot of people, you know, they look to me. They see me as a leader, so I'm kind of on all day. Oh, okay. Right. So the issue is, this is the issue. I don't care what the issue is. I want a tower room, and so I will get it, and that is that. I can always just delete it if I'm not content with it. But I neglected to take into account that starting all the way from the other corner on a diagonal would give me double the amount of space, sort of double the amount of time to achieve height. And so what I'm doing right now is going to go up quite high. Just going to hitch a ride here. But I do know that insofar as this being its own tall room is concerned, I'm definitely on the right track. But you see what I mean? I have double the amount of space. So by the time these intersect... Oh. Or I can just have it go to the center, and then it would be a true tower room. Okay, then let's just do that, because otherwise it's going to be too tall. So I believe I'll be right over the center. I'm close to it. Oh. And then all I have to do is do the same thing from here. And I think I should be fine to... Oh, lordy lord. Oh, but I have arrows. You think you're sly? Any last words? Oh. Any second to last? Well, it's not second to last now. Okay, let's be clear. Previously, your words would have been second to last, and now they are last. So any last words? He had wonderful things to say. This is the right choice. So it'll be a true tower room. I'm stupid for not realizing that the solution was so simple. No, I'm not stupid. But that was, like, I made it way more complicated than it had to be. Okay, so what am I doing? This is a little confusing. because I was thinking of the orientation of the wood ahead of time. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll touch it up later. I could always go back on here and touch up as needed. I will certainly not complete this roof right now. Not happening. But no. I'll be able to connect the two, be sure that it feels like it needs. Literally, what the hell am I doing? I'm starting to get disoriented. This is where did I start? This is where I started? Yeah, this is... Okay. What the okay. What? Oh, right. This is getting so confusing for no reason. It shouldn't be. It reminds me of, like, in summer camp, the lanyards. Oh, no. Something is wrong here. Yeah. See that? Oh my god, I almost fell. Jeez. Yeah, the crisscross of it. The crisscross of it. Ooh. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That's... Never mind. No, it's correct. I'm just not used to seeing a gutter inside. That's why it looked lower than it should be, but it's not. Nice. This is mad confusing. But it's correct. What the... Right, so all of this needs to be... Okay. So the ones facing this direction will be out. They'll be out in whatever direction they're facing. In sort of like a cyclonic manner. No, not cyclonic. Cyclic. Cyclonic. Listen, I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to sound stupid because then I'll have to be Antonio and exploit children for views. Okay? So I want to stay sharp. That's cruel. What I just said is deeply cruel. I don't care. In a year's time, no one will know who I am. I'll still have 50 fucking followers on Twitch and he'll have millions for exploiting children, so I don't really care about being cruel. I don't give a shit. Be so real. Why would anyone care in those circumstances? This is so pretty. I'm so glad I did it like this. I'm very happy about this. This is a proper turret room on the water. No? No? See what I mean? This is what needed to be done. This is why it wasn't clear. Because I was treating these as one and the same, as one whole space. I was looking at it from a whole. Indeed, they're connected. They flow. But this had to have more independence for how it connects with the rest to make sense. We look at it from here. Yeah, and honestly, because it's farther away, and because the house tapers away in this courtyard, it doesn't really take up that much visual space. You know, we're not totally like blocked in here now. Even from the first level, it's not that bad. Because I was very mindful with how far I put that out. This is why I was so mindful with it. It's very easy to do too much. Oh my god, that scared me so fucking bad. In my brain, I couldn't make sense of what that sound was. I know it seemed like I reacted instantly, but for a second there, I literally could not make sense of what that was. It scared me so bad. I'm gonna back up the game since I'm content with the trajectory of that wing. And I don't want to get blown up by a creeper and have to do everything that I've already done in the past hour over. Sorry, 1 second. Yep, I don't like people. Well, it's not like I dislike all people, but very careful with people. Because even the people who are like, oh no, I agree with you, man. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Even those people, they don't understand either. So I just choose to have low expectations of most. And I don't think that's a weak choice. I don't think that's a cowardly choice. I think having low expectations of everyone would fit that bill better. But I think having low expectations of most when most people cannot meet high expectations is just being realistic. So I don't really talk to people in groups, and I don't really get into the things that really make me tick, that really I guess define my experience, the things that I have some skin in the game on. And don't talk about that stuff, because I don't trust people with any sensitive material at all. Because they're just stupid. A lot of them. Don't trust them. I mean, stupid. I mean, like... It's amazing how so many people excel at being aggressively unaware of themselves. Oh, you've got to be... See, this is why I back up my game, but that's annoying as fuck, because I just got a good amount of wood just now, and I was looking forward to completing that roof. See, I think that's stupid. I think that's dumb as fuck. It was in broad daylight, and I was working around torches. It had been a while since it was night. Like, why did I just go... You know what I'm saying? That was just unnecessary. Okay. I'll try again. Farm, that is. I do want to complete that roof if I can. Creepers are the easiest obtainable source of gunpowder. What does that mean? Obtainable source? Isn't that a little bit redundant? Shouldn't it simply be creepers are the easiest source of gunpowder? Easiest obtainable source of gunpowder? That's redundant. If something is a source, it is obtainable, can be acquired. Like, where did that creeper even... He must have spawned behind me. That is so rude. Remember in the summer when I didn't limit the height and I had to climb into the canopies just to disconnect the leaves from the wood? I don't miss that time. I'm thankful for it because I learned from it. But I don't miss that time. I really don't. On that note, nostalgia has become a bit of a fad on TikTok. People find it very entertaining to talk about what they find nostalgic. I suppose people have always felt that way. But young kids especially are moved by nostalgia. And I see them talk about how it makes them sad. And I always feel, and I always think to myself, I don't feel the same way. I definitely know what nostalgia is, but it doesn't make me sad. When I think of someone who isn't here anymore because they passed away, that's sad. I don't think that's nostalgia. I think that's just distant reverberations of grief. I think that's just diluted grief. Grief weathered, made softer by time. I wouldn't call that nostalgia, but these kids really seem to be quite fixated on the idea that nostalgia is sad, or that thinking back on things that were has to be sad. I don't feel that way. And the train of thought here was, I was talking about the summer a couple months ago and how I was farming trees differently and I didn't miss it. It was nostalgic and I appreciate it in a way, but I didn't miss it. I don't want to go back in time to when the world was smaller. I can appreciate it, like I appreciate vicariously, enjoying the fish in the fish tank. Like, oh, they have such a cozy home. Oh my God, I love that little coral reef house that fish has. It doesn't mean you want to go in that stinky, fishy water and drown. It doesn't mean you actually want to go there. You can appreciate things from a distance, knowing that they're not for you, and knowing that they're not for you anymore. We were once small. We were once younger. I don't find this sad. There are things I find sad. Nostalgia is not one of them. I would never go back. And I didn't have a particularly traumatic beginning to my life. I was quite privileged. American boy with a loving household. Many would say that I'm the most privileged on earth, actually, and I wouldn't disagree with them. So I hardly had a long list of grievances. There were certainly things that I went through in my journey to manhood, but it's not like what other people deal with. I'm keenly aware of that. And yet I would never want to go back. I would never do it. It wouldn't be a difficult choice for me. Never, 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 never. What I do find quite sad and suffocating to the point of being like crippling and debilitating is the thought of being somewhere I should not. The feeling you get when you hop on the wrong bus or hop on the wrong train, and you're going in the wrong direction. The feeling you get when you're late. The feeling you get when you are somewhere you know you should not be. The feeling of returning somewhere that is empty because you should not be there. The feeling of playing a video game when you should not be, when you could be doing other things. I don't like to go places I'm no longer welcome. That I find unpleasant. I think it's safe to say that most people would feel very uncomfortable if they went to a playground, maybe a childhood playground, not just to survey and to appreciate, but to play on everything with kids there. You'd feel kind of weird probably about that, because it's not for you anymore. Just like you'd feel weird if you put on a fucking pair of diapers. It's not for you anymore, bruh. That's a bit of an analogy, and it also derails a little bit. I was only saying I think sometimes, I think pretty often, people are sad about what is, not just what is over, but about the past specifically, and I don't always agree with that. Some things can be sad. Like thinking about a house that is empty because everyone in it died. But that's not nostalgia, that's grief. I think about that sometimes, about my current house and about how someday there's not going to be anyone here. That hurts. Because then, what does that mean? It's not something I care to think about. But that's not nostalgia. Oh. This one shall be upward facing. I will do it when it comes. No, actually, I would love actually to just put a little window up here now. I could do that right now. While I'm here, I'll just take like, hello. Did you see the thing I just did? It has nothing to do with the game. Okay. Oh dear. You people really are cramping my style. Well, I'm safe here. I should be. This will leave me with 2, I believe. Oh, it left me with... that's annoying. Nice. I like that. Hello, sir. Oh, the creeper could have spawned on top of the wood. That solves that. Let me make sure this is correct. So from this angle, it's angled this way. That in theory will be removed, but I'm just putting it just for that being there. This way. This way. And lastly, this way. Yes, that's what I was thinking before. He dropped carrots. Don't mind if I do, but you're kind of weird for that. A skeleton with carrots. A skeleton with a carrot. That sounds kind of like me. No. Anyway. Oh, I thought that was an Enderman. No, that was just the game loading over there. Okay. This is pretty extra, but I do feel I need to back up the game before I use the remaining wood here, because I'm going to be working under exposed area. A creeper can fall down on me, and I don't want to risk that happening, so... See this? This is very nice. The question is, what will I do here? Will this be outdoor space here? Or will I find some way to connect the roofs? It really depends. Can't just carry this down because there'd be no space here, look. Whoops. If I carried this down, the space I'd be working with, that'd be it. That'd be the space. Wow. That's great. That's fantastic. No. No. Thought about it for a second. Alright, I don't want this to be outdoor. My least favorite kind of person, though, has to be the people who say, "What do you mean? Why are you so upset? It's not that deep." And then they proceed to engage in exactly the thing that bothers you. Like, bruh, It's one thing if you disagree with me. It's another if you pretend to be impartial when you are not. That shit is infuriating. So, like, let me give you an example. Let's say you find it annoying when someone says, let's say you're someone who has a particular issue with people who say, we should exterminate all pumpkins. Let's say you have an issue with that. No. Let's say you strongly dislike people who say that they want to kill all bees. Bees, meaning the bugs or the insects, I don't know what they are. The lovely little organisms that help our ecosystem, bees, buzz. Let's say you have a problem with people who say that they want to kill all bees, and you say this, and your argument is, yeah, I have a problem with people who fucking want to say that they kill all bees because that's disgusting and fucked up. It would be quantifiably devastating to the earth and immoral. And then this jackass comes along, he says, no, it's not that deep. What's the problem? It's not a problem that people want to say they want to kill bees. Why are you so mad? That shit is so circular. When the dumbass comes along and they're like, why are you so mad? It's not, you don't have to be mad about this because I think you don't have to be mad about this. I find those people so fucking annoying, bruh. It's not that deep, bruh. Proceeds to literally agree with the thing that you disagree. If it wasn't that deep, they wouldn't have a position. If it wasn't that deep, they wouldn't be intercepting you. If it wasn't that deep, they wouldn't be trying to shut you down for your opinion that bees should not be exterminated. You know what I'm saying? If they felt that it wasn't that deep, they wouldn't be singling you out in that discourse, so to say. Sorry if that was a weird analogy, but you know what I'm saying? Literally, what am I doing with the space? Because even if I enclose this, there's like nothing here at all. What am I doing with the space? Oh, this is kind of cute, actually. All right, so what happens in my brain when we treat this? It's just an open balcony here. Excuse me. Nothing. Nothing so far happens. Okay, so if I wanted to make these two coexist, how in the freaking hell would I do that? Okay, so I can't use this part because then it would create two conflicting slopes. Like I can't just take this across. And I don't want to make a flat area here. Don't want to do that. I hear the train in the distance. It's crazy how far sound carries at night. I know that this will be closed in some way, I just don't know how. Actually, I think this area will be markedly easier to work with because all I have to do not that. All I have to do here is this. And it just connects nicely because it doesn't have another area to be worried about. So yeah, I'm glad I started here because this is going to make it easier for me. Literally just have to do one of these. So easy. Maybe it might not be. Maybe some of this will have to be flat on top. Because if I go any higher, it's not going to look right. Interesting. Actually, yeah. I'll make this oak trapdoors. Yeah. And that'll be very nice up here. Okay. That is how I'm gonna go about it. But the weird thing is this is not center. So in order for that to work, in order for it to be center, that is so confusing. I would have to do this. And then it would be center. But at that point, you basically have a ceiling that's the same height as this one, not my fave. It's just one block lower. I want there to be a greater distinction, but that's the only way to bring it center. That's something to think about. It's too, these two are too close together in height. They're too close in height. I just don't like it. It seems like the most plausible connection to make, but it's not. Okay, my mistake here actually was I went too far. No, I didn't. Oh my god, this sucks. Okay, maybe I do have to do that. Okay, yeah, I think I do have to do that, sadly. I'm not worried about the creepers right now, I'll be fine. Yeah, this is the only way to do it. I don't care if it brings them too close together. Wait a sec. Whoops. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Bring this over here. This over here. I'm gonna put a couple torches here and there just so I'm not ambushed by a creeper. Yeah, this is the only logical explanation. Hold on one second. I low-key don't know if this is a bot commenting or not. Oh, high blackout and high carbs. Sorry. No, I wasn't calling you a bot. I just typically late at night I only get bots on my stream. I'm sure you know Twitch is really dead lately because the algorithm. Thank you so much. So this is the first house over here that I made in this world. I'm playing on PS4. This is the second house. It's a castle built into the ocean. It goes down into the water. And then this is the third. So I'm working on the roof. Yeah, sadly someone else was here too, and I didn't respond because I figured it was a bot because it's late, you know. Anyways, I appreciate the support. I've had this world since the summer of this year. Yeah. I wanted to start a world on Minecraft that was purely on console for like a true vanilla experience. No resource packs, no shaders, no nothing. Oh, well, I appreciate the follow. Okay. So this is going to be the sort of junction there. Oh. This was so confusing to make. Okay, so this... That's interesting. Whatever. I will do... I did this wrong. Hold on. No, I haven't. Nice. Okay, so I'll take out these torches for now. I don't need them here right now. They were mainly for just building. The night's almost over, but not quite. Still gotta be careful out here. Yeah, just let myself down into here. I should be pretty safe in here. Oh wow, this is a beaut. I was worried about how this was gonna go, but this is pretty. Oh cool. I had a more professional look. I was using OBS, but pretty much the Twitch algorithm is garbage. So I stopped putting effort into. I just didn't feel it was a good time investment anymore, because Twitch is just so fake and so awful. I play Minecraft because I enjoy it. I'm not really going for a professional streamer look at this point. And also, the people who get famous don't really have a professional streamer look either. They sort of just bullshit, and they get famous, and then they get a professional look, so... For me, it's just time investment thinking. But I used to use OBS. Then I was like, nah, this is a little weird. Yeah. I streamed on TikTok too, hoping to like break that ceiling. And TikTok is just as fake, possibly even worse. Twitch is awful. The algorithm is awful. It's been awful for a long time. Wow, this is more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. I was not expecting... Wow. And this sunlight gives meaning to this area because I was worried about a lack of floor space, but this gives meaning. This makes it feel like it has floor space even though it doesn't really. I was not expecting this to come together so well. I really was not. Damn. Okay, so the algorithm is horrible. It pushes people with no talent, and it pushes people who are bad people, and it tolerates like flagrant rule violations from people depending on how much money they're making Twitch. The algorithm only pushes really stupid content not based on talent, not based on like work ethic or things that are good. It's really bad. It's like TikTok, it's awful. Some of the most vile people I've ever known or heard of were all like Twitch people. Why, like, and we shouldn't be surprised either. I mean, like, every 5 minutes we hear about the next famous Twitch guy who texted, you know, a minor or something. Yeah, it's always a famous Twitch person who ends up just doing horrible things. One, two. Well, I think this actually could. I'll leave that alone for now. True. Let's go in here. Yeah, this is very nice. I like this a lot. I wanted a corner piece here on the island. I'll give you a look at the house so far. So this is it from this angle. I would like to get rid of that creeper if I can. I hope he doesn't blow up on me. Hold on. It should be okay if I just run out. Go! 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 Nothing like running free into the meadow, leaving all your worries behind. Okay. And this is what the house looks like from this angle. Over there was the first build. On the other side of that is the stone castle in the ocean. And this is the third. When I started this world, a couple months ago. I spawned right over there in the savanna biome. I saw this village, and that's when I started building stuff around the village. Farming the iron golems from the villagers, and farming the wood, of course. This has taken me picking at it, like, since the summer. I've just been picking at the various structures. No villagers are in these buildings. They're all in the houses I built now. This will be the next house that they live in. And I was just sort of working on that wing over there by the harbor on the other side of the house, which we can now see through. Or see to. I mean, we can see it through. No, I'm playing on PS4. So, like, I wouldn't be able to import any domes or any structures. This is all just vanilla. I just get on blocks. And I built just placing blocks. I don't use references or anything like that, or any weird programs. Do you use... Oh, off the dome. Like, off of the brain. Yeah, that's correct. Yes. When I was younger, actually, I studied architecture. Well, I didn't study it. I learned how to do it from books. I didn't actually go to school for it, but I've been drawing for years. Lots of architecture in my art, so sort of that's where I get the inspo from. I like architecture. I was wondering what you meant. Off the good old dome. I am starving. I appreciate that, and I would like to think that you're right, my guy, but a lot of people are too busy watching Antonio give sexually explicit descriptions to kids and get millions of views for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Twitch is fucked. Sadly. And TikTok too. It's not just Twitch, of course. What am I doing? I'm confused. What am I doing? Yeah, what? I would like a window here. I think this is a nice place for a window. The shit that I hear people get away with is wild. I was complaining about it before you entered the stream. I was bitching and moaning about this creator called Antonio who does nothing but make inappropriate jokes, but like really inappropriate. I mean, like really, really inappropriate. Shouldn't have a platform. Inappropriate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god, this is so pretty. It's so pretty, I love it. I was not expecting it to look this nice. I honestly don't know anyone, if I'm being real with you. I don't know any streamers at all. I don't know who anyone is. Yes. Thank you for chilling with me a bit while I build here and complain. I think that's probably just me, because I had to join in my app. Because, you see, I thought you were a bot at first, because I get the notification over my PS4, and I was like, oh, it's probably just a bot. But then I go to my Twitch app to verify, just to be safe. So I joined my own stream to verify. So it's probably just me. Oh, so pretty. I love the way this looks. Make me happy. Make me very happy that it look nice. I like this a lot. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I love this. However, it is 11:45. I mean 10:45. I got work in the morning. So I gotta hop off. But hey, shout out to Carbs. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for the support and tolerating my incessant complaining. I really appreciate it. I have to get to bed. You as well. I do back up my game before I leave. Oh, what I do is I don't mind the world name, by the way. That's just, I don't know what to call it. What I do is I duplicate the file. So that's sort of like my way of making a makeshift backup on console, since it's not PC. Alrighty. Oh, I'm tired. Okay. That was fun though. That was a very good session because I wasn't sure what I was going to do in that wing of the mansion. Because there were like 3 roofs and 3 different sized rooms that I had to figure out and connect. And I'm very happy that I was able to make it work. So that was fun. Oh, hi, Kiwi. You're new. Are you new? Anyways, thank y'all for watching. And I will be... Okay, wait. What part is this? This is part 182 of our Minecraft stream. No, not of our Minecraft stream. This is part 182 of our Bedrock Survival series. 182. Yes, this is a literal 182 part series that I started since the summer. I know, that's kind of crazy, but the part of the reason I play on console is because I can just get on my PS4 at night and just bootleg the stream, export it nice and easy. See? Because it's so little time investment, I could just keep on doing it. Love that. Love that. The ease of efficiency and the efficiency of it and the facility of it, even. The access. The expeditious aspect of it. Okay. Good night, y'all. I'll be back on, I don't know, probably maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow night, but I am working on this house, so you can definitely expect another installment, which would be part 183 of our Bedrock Survival series here pretty soon, because I'm into it. Okay. Good night.